Yeah, can you give us highlight of what the peace accord thing was all about?
It is a combination of a series of meetings that began yesterday with the stakeholders meeting, where the stakeholders, political stakeholders, not just the political parties alone or candidates alone, but both the clergy, the traditional rulers, and other Osun indigenous and non-indigenous alike gathered together yesterday to fine-tune arrangements and ensure that this coming election is devoid of all the clashes you can imagine, so that they can have a hitch-free polls on Saturday. That culminated to the signing of an agreement today under the auspices of National Peace Committee, headed by former head of state Abusami Abubakar and Hassan Kuka. So the candidates came together to put pen on paper to agree that anyone that wins, others will accept the outcome of the election, provided it is free and fair. There wouldn't be need to resort to violence or incitement or any form of action that will put the lives of people in danger.
We also have a report that the other parties, talking about the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, how are they faring? We also saw pictures of that of the Labour Party. Did all of these parties come together to also sign this peace accord?
Yeah, all the political parties were there. Those that didn't have their candidates come had their party chairman attend the ceremony. It was well attended, and I tell you, all the parties have resolved to work for peace and ensure that the election is devoid of violence.
Let's take a little analysis of what looks like a spite on the faces of other political parties when the presidential candidate of the APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, actually poured out those verbal vituperations saying that the Labour Party and other political parties will struggle in vain in Osun State. What is the general feeling of the electorate looking at such a statement from a revered candidate of the ruling political party?
Yes, their opinion will be determined by the side of the bloc they belong. You know, political party and political slogan, electionary slogans have always been like that. Each party trying to undo the other through semantics and whatever action they can put at display. So what happened was that the APC candidate, what he did is not out of place. Most of them have done this. Others have said very terrible things about APC itself and the candidate himself. So coming to say that they will labor in vain is just an euphemism to portray that whatever they do, that this party will win. We have seen politicians use more, how do I call it, words that are more inciting than that. But it didn't incite crisis, it didn't incite violence. That's the major thing we should look at. So we can just see all of that semantics. Those people who are crying foul over it are equally culpable of the same offense. They have used more ignoble words against the APC candidate, much more than what he said during that campaign. So I don't see that as an issue. People should take, though I advocate that campaign should be issue-based, but you cannot take away entirely such semantics from electioneering campaign.
Then yesterday we had a report that over 21,000 police officers deployed to Osun State. And one is asking, why such a large number? Are we foreseeing any form of breakdown of law and order? 21,000 police officers in one election, in one day. What is the situation on ground?
Yeah, you know the times we are living in the country. You know the security situation in this country. The police wouldn't want to be taken unaware. So what the heavy deployment is actually meant to ensure that there are no security lapses at all that can be capitalized by hoodlums, and they didn't want that to happen. So, but the IGP assured that the heavy presence or heavy deployment is for confidence building, so that the electorate can feel safe and secure enough to come out and cast their votes. They are going to intimidate the voters. They have been given rules of engagement. So we see them all coming out. Even this evening, a whole lot of them are arriving the state capital. So it is for peace confidence building, really. There is no security report indicating that the deployment was as a result of any security threat.